because this is Bandai Card Fest. Don't put nationals at Bandai Card Fest. Like, you know what I mean? Make it a regional. Make it something smaller like the other ones. Do not put nationals with Bandai Card Fest.
I'm not gonna lie. I do miss OP13. I know I got flack for it in the comments. OP13 was fun because I get to focus on one deck, master that deck, and then just be able to just put that practice into play.
Say, would it be bad if Logan Paul got into the game?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Northside Plow with Pop.1 Podcast. You're my boy Alexander Valito.
Welcome back.
My boy Brian Ha.
Hello.
Man, what a weekend. Oh my God, what a weekend. Let's see. We'll talk about OP14. We got some data over the weekend. Local data. Nothing too crazy. Me and Brian Ha went to a card show over the weekend. That was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And One Piece has continued to far exceed our expectations with this scalping situation, to the point where the scalpers don't even know what they're buying, man. It is nuts out here. Met a lot of cool people over the weekend and gained some new friendships out here in this trading card world, I guess, that we're living in. It's pretty nuts, but a lot to talk about, so let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so One Piece.
One Piece.
That's like all we talk about.
I mean,
It's all we need to talk about.
we're a trading card game channel, but One Piece, especially right now, is just going through the roof.
It's going nuts. Not only that, our Instagram is finally popping off. We were on Instagram, and you know, you guys hear a lot about us going live on TikTok and posting on TikTok. I don't know what's up with TikTok lately. It's just not doing it for us. I will say that we've almost accumulated almost 200,000 views on Instagram, and I'm the type of person that takes every, you know, achievement as like a big thing, you know what I mean? So it's always good to celebrate any achievement that you reach, even if it's very small or huge. So I'm very happy about that. If you guys don't know, we're on Instagram, go give us a follow and check that out. But man, One Piece has been the topic of the century. It seems like this year is going to be very rough for players. And we saw it this weekend. So this weekend was the official release for OP14. Which includes EB04, or half of it. Mm-hmm. And because they're doing the merge thing with us and Japan, it's a lot going on with the card game. But with that being said, it wasn't your normal release day, okay? We had the set officially drop. We had the illustration boxes officially drop. And we also had like the blisters plus the structure deck 29.
Yeah, 29 and double packs.
And the double packs,
Which I did have double packs.
Couldn't find any.
I haven't even seen a double pack in person.
I saw the empty boxes.
They were restocked, but we didn't get them early enough. I think you literally had to be there, what, 6 a.m., something ridiculous like that?
No, Target doesn't open until 10, so it doesn't matter.
Well, they open at 8, and when we got there, so I did hear that the, and it's not MJ Holdings that does Target, it's another company, I forgot the name of them, but I did hear that they were very strict on the shops or the stores saying, hey, we're going to give you guys the stock. We're going to go ahead and restock the Pokemon and everything else. We're going to give you guys the One Piece stock, and you guys have to put it out on Friday when you open. And that was all over. Now, a lot of Targets did just say, you know, we're just putting it out, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was all mixed all over the country.
Yeah.
But, for example, ours, we heard the rumor that they were going to be stocking it on the Friday. So I go up there before they open to get my 2 per person limit of whatever I could get, because I haven't gotten any One Piece all week besides the pre-release last weekend. And we get there and they're like, you know, and you can't blame the workers or anything like that, but they just don't like card people. You know what I mean? And I can understand. You guys see all the viral videos going on Instagram, TikTok of people just beating the shit out of each other over cards, man, you know, and it causes liability to the workers and everything like that. Well, I walk in, you know, they're like, hey, what are you guys looking for? Because we were at the service desk. We're like, oh, One Piece. They're like, oh, we don't have any. I'm like, oh, Okay, well, have a good day. You know what I mean? Well, after lunchtime, our Discord starts popping off. Everybody go to Target. Everybody go to Target. They put them out like after lunch, so I missed out on that. Same with Barnes and Noble. They just said they didn't have them. Around after lunchtime, everybody goes and destroys the store. It's just, man, it's rough.
Yeah.
And luckily, I had a few shop owners that had them, and you know, they were just like, we got them for the players, so you go get them, and that's how I got mine. And the illustration boxes were cool. I didn't want to keep them sealed, even though they do come with like probably the craziest like packs that you could put in an illustration box.
Yeah, these are the best. These are the best packs they put in ever.
You get OP13 and you get PRB2. Like what? Like, that's crazy.
2 God pack chance hits on both those packs.
How good were the promos that they include in those?
Not that great, but the law one's really good.
Yeah, they look cool. They look really cool. And the thing about promos right now, that's one of the main things that One Piece is gaining value on is these promo cards. Because when Bandai puts them out, they never put them out again. Unless it's a reprint, but it's usually a different art.
English reprint,
you know, stuff like that. So I got those. I got a few of the structure decks from. I had to get them from my friend out in Dallas. Shout out B Pace. He was out getting his normal stuff, and then I was like, "Hey man, please, if you see starter decks, just give me a few of them, you know." And then I wanted the packs in them because I wanted to pull the Nami, which I did end up pulling, so I'm happy about that.
Heck yeah.
But I got a few bricks to give out to locals and stuff, and if I ever want to build the deck, I also pulled the leader as well.
You did.
So
Yeah.
So it was a little weird, you know, weekend trying to get stuff. Well, then all of a sudden, everybody was like, that card show this weekend. I forgot it was even a thing. And then I messaged you, I think Thursday or Friday. I was like, hey, you going to that? You're like, yeah, I'm going. So me and Brian met up there, and they were selling those illustrations. You saw them everywhere. I think every booth
had multiple.
Had the illustration boxes.
Yeah.
And what's funny is they probably came from here. These are all people that weren't from here. They probably came here a couple of nights before, camped out our Walmarts, camped out our Targets, bought them all, and then put them on these shelves. This was a 100% scalper convention. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was rough. $80 to $90 for the illustration boxes. $50 for the structure decks.
$50 for the structure decks?
$50 for structure decks. SR Boas, $35. That's the only card I was looking for. You know what I mean?
35. What's it on TCG Player?
I don't know. I know it ain't $35 though. Like, you know what I mean?
That's I think all their prices were about $5 over TCG market.
It might be like it. I mean, because I know not Blocker, SR Boa from OP14 did hit like on pre-sale like $30. I just haven't looked at it. It could be up there now. Who knows? Like the prices of this stuff right now is getting so bad that I don't know, man. If you're gonna keep playing. Don't sell your stuff. But if you're thinking about getting out of it, I mean, I guess the time is now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to say that, but there's so like we said last episode, the 3 things: the rotation, the scalping, and the online tournament, you know, cancellation. People are really like saying, I'm done. And I guess this is the time to do it. I'm not getting out of the game. I love it so much. You guys love it so much. You guys are going to nationals in a few weeks anyways.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a rough time.
It is.
I think it really comes down to it's time to no longer buy seal, just buy singles.
I mean,
you're saving a lot of money. If you're a player, right? You're saving a lot of money by
I don't know. I like gambling a lot. But I also got a little story about Target too.
Though.
I am a degenerate. But I got a little story about Target too. Me and Brian Ty we ran into each other at Target. We didn't plan to meet up, but I just happened to see him in the parking lot too. We went in, we bought our 2 packs, and then we ripped them. And then we went back inside and bought 2 more packs. And then the security guard actually stopped me after I bought my 4th pack and was waiting for Brian Ty and them. And he was like, did y'all just buy some earlier? I was like, yeah. And it's like, and y'all just bought some more again? I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, y'all can't come back anymore. And I was like, for packs, dude? Like, dude, what the heck?
It is getting weird. Like, the 2 per person limit's like just too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get the 5. Like, Walmart does the 5. 5 is enough. We're actual players. You know, we're going, like you said, going to the car and ripping the packs. Like, they're useless after you rip them unless you know, pull something crazy. But the getting banned from Target for buying 2 extra packs.
Is that a perma ban, or is that just like for
he just told me he's like, it was only 1 per day. It's only 2 per day. So y'all can't come back anymore. And I guess by that he meant like you can't come back for the rest of the day.
That'd be crazy if you're like banned from Target.
Yeah, dude, I'll be salty about that for 4 packs. I'll be like, yeah, no, you guys are just wild.
It's crazy, and like look, bro.
That's where we're at, though.
I know that's where we're at. It's like I kind of get it, but like I kind of don't at the same time. Like,
but 4 packs,
for 4 packs, yeah.
Dude.
I mean, look at what Bandai's having to do now. The official Bandai stores are ripping the packaging off your boxes.
They've always done that.
They've been doing that. It's a news. Everybody's treating that like new news, but like they've been doing that since we were going to the first Bandai Fest and everything.
Even,
like they've always done
that. even at the regionals I went to, in Dallas in December. Afterwards, I went to visit the Plano shop in Plano, Texas, and I saw a guy buy a box there, and he ripped the seal. It's not new. It's new to scalpers.
Yeah, it's new to the scalpers.
So they just made it like an announcement to kind of just. It's almost like it's attracting more scalpers. Like, this is how serious this is.
Well, I just think that like some scalpers probably got butthurt over it. Like they bought some and then they saw the guy go shh, shh, and then they're like, "What the heck?" And then So I honestly, it's not new. And I hate that people treat it as news because literally it's not that news.
I heard it from a scalper that was at our local card shop that's kind of new, and he was saying, I hate that. They shouldn't make the decision for me what I do with my product. Why are they going to see?
Actually, I remember when they first announced that we were at a regional at 1UP TCG, and I was playing One Piece I had just got into One Piece. So this has been out since like OP5. They've been doing this. And I remember showing him, he was like, oh, that's weird. And I was like, yeah, they're going to be cutting the seals off. And so reselling, I mean, I like that, you know, like as long as it's cut in front of me and I'm buying it and I'm about to go open the box, all day. Yeah. I don't hold sealed boxes or anything like that. I play the game. I like to have cards for people that need to play and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that.
I know a shop that charges a premium to leave the seal wrap on. I think it's like $50, $60 more.
I have heard of that too.
I've not heard that. That's interesting.
It's and they were doing some stuff like that. One of our new locals, he was at a booth at that card show, and they gave him a price to keep it sealed, and they gave him the price if he would open it in front of them. And which I thought's cool. I think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. I don't like the fact that they're like scalping or whatever, you know. But yeah, man, $80 for an illustration box.
Well, I mean, you look on TikTok. I keep going back to some of these TikTok lives and I'm seeing this one guy charge $80 for a mystery bag, and what I see get ripped last night: a PRB2, a OP13, a OP08, and an OP12. Like, this is not $80.
Yeah,
this is not $80. And then he pulls the cover card, the green monkey D Luffy cover card. It's like,
dude,
congratulations,
oh my God,
you did so great. How much is that card? Like $50, $60?
After the end of
Maybe it's gone up.
After the end of that car show, I kept on calling it monkey.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, everyone called it monkey, and like
Brian and Cody were like, we're just gonna start calling these by the first name that's on there now, just because it's funny. It's just like.
But like they were like, oh, you have some monkeys. I'm like, yeah, I got some monkeys, and I'm like, oh my.
Wait, who said you had some monkeys?
Bro,
like, they actually said
the
that?
Vendors, like I said, they don't know what they're buying. God. I saw videos the other day of like a Discord chat like a botting Discord chat, and they these flippers, scalpers or whatever, were wondering what they just bought when they just bought like 3 cases of structure decks. They're like, wait, should I have bought this? What is this? What do I do with this? What is this? And it's just like, and then their whole thing was like, oh, you need these. Yeah, go ahead and keep, because they were talking about canceling their order. They're like, go ahead and keep them because the players need them. So now they're going to be targeting the players, bro, because this is a good game. The only reason that it's like what it is because it's a good game. Yeah. You know, the cards are quality, the cards are beautiful. People, you know, want these things, and there's always going to be people that exploit a market.
Yeah,
and that's what's going on. For example, I was looking for, like, I don't buy at these card shows. Like, obviously, I go there and I offload a lot of the stuff that I don't want. So I can, you know, now I got a little bit of money over the weekend. So now I'm going to go, I'm actually, when we leave here, we're going to be doing a submission today of some other cards that we have. But now I have some money from cards I didn't really want to go do that submission, and I'm not out of pocket on it. Yesterday I was looking for a manga. I found one, but then she pulled it out of the thing and it was Japanese, and I was so sad because I was like, man, this manga Nami is going to be so nice at the house. You know, I was going to go submit it, you know, have me a nice little collectible manga because I've gotten rid of all mine. And she pulled out Japanese, and I was like, okay, well, I went to the guy. He's like, you got One Piece? I'm trying to buy One Piece. And I was like, yeah, I got some stuff, man. He was like, so what's good? What is this? Where's this come from? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, you don't know like anything about it? He's like, no, I'm just trying to get into it. And I'm like, okay, man, well, this is blah blah blah, and I'm kind of just trying to teach him because he is like interested in it, but it's just kind of weird because he's like a scalper guy, and I'm like just like, well, this is an SR, this is an alt art, this is blah blah blah, and everything, and he did end up picking up a lot of my stuff, but you know. He didn't know what he has. He doesn't know how to sell it. He doesn't know what it is. He's calling Luffy Monkey and stuff like that. And he's calling Chopper Tony and stuff like that. Like, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
And
Please tell me you got one over on him.
I'm not going to say yes or no. You know what I mean? Like, look, bro. Like,
we don't get over on players, but on scalpers, man.
I will.
I unloaded some my PC. I don't. Right now, I'm not feeling the FOMO, but I probably will later on. But I told the guy, I'm like, I don't want to. Because he wanted my second anniversary premium collection Luffy, and I told him you have to get the set because I have the leaders, all 4 leaders in sequential in sequential grading order. And he was like, oh, that's actually really tight. I'm like, yeah, no, like I can't sell you just the Luffy. You have to buy the Buggy, Shanks, and Blackbeard too. And he was like, all right, done. And I was like,
whatever.
I was like, sure.
I mean, because me and you don't really like one thing we've been so glued on is our collection, our PC.
Yeah.
And lately, I mean, dude, it's just not justified for me to keep some of these cards, man. And I don't feel like a bad guy because I do sell them, but I do kind of feel bad in a way because I know they're going to be sold for more to somebody that doesn't know what they're buying. I mean, it's not just scalpers that are wanting to get into One Piece now. It's actually One Piece fans that just like, you know, the IP, and they're like, man, something that this is an anime I've been watching for, you know, we talked about this yesterday, 25 plus years. And now these cards, which are a big collectible in this IP that I enjoy, I might need to dabble into this. And then next thing you know, you're getting on eBay, you're seeing promo cards going for $500.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? If you won a pre-release for OP14, that's probably the most you've ever won in a tournament ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the pack itself, the Luffy by itself, 500, the Ace by itself, like 170, and then the Sabo is always going to be cheap. It's like maybe 100. But isn't that crazy? A pre-release, sealed pre-release Rainbow Luffy tournament can win you $700+.
Yeah, I unloaded my sealed pack for 600.
Why wouldn't you?
Which was the asking price I was looking for, because like I think I added up, I tallied it up, and it was like 707 like market last sold, you know, on TCG Player, and I'm like, all right, what's 85% of that? And it was like 601 or something like that, and I was like,
for a sealed tournament.
Yeah,
and you know, me and Brian talked about it last night. We're like, dude, over this weekend, we made enough money to pay for all of our trips that we ever took. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, and plus some, because we made money on those trips too.
Yeah, making money
every
on those trips.
trip. Like I just Bandai Fest last time, I plus, and I don't really.
Yeah,
collect.
and our buyer out there, we sell to him because he owns a brick and mortar store and everything like that, or he works for one or whatever. So, and you know, they're good people. You know, they like to sell. I like shops that sell singles. You know what I mean?
So
like that's like a really good thing. And so, whenever we see him at these events, we hit him up specifically.
I buy cards from him all the time. He always charges me like a few bucks below TCG Play. I love dealing with him. Shout out Jerry Hahn. You know who you are, but yeah, like. What we
Did
were
you
saying
say we know who we are?
Shut up, dude. I had like a train of thought that like just went away. Anyways, one of the comments I said in the last few TikToks and shorts are, you know, scalpers are people who buy sealed products to sell back sealed products at a marked up price. Collectors would buy a bunch of sealed product like they're whales, right? They'll buy case after case after case. But what do they do with all these XX singles? They would sell it back to the player pool so that way the players can keep playing the game. There's a difference between scalpers and collectors. If you are buying sealed and you're selling the mangas that you're pulling for a plus, or you're selling the cards that you pull for a plus, you're like a shop owner, you're a seller, you're a vendor, whatever the case you may want to be, but you're giving the cards back to the player base at reasonable prices.
Yeah, I mean, if you own a shop and you put your singles out on a display, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of our shops down here, they only do that with Magic. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been like a thing, even like back in the day, like every new card game, it like doesn't pick up. But if you need a Magic single, like, you know,
they always
at every shop we go to.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't know. And like, it's kind of weird to hear that, because I don't even hear Magic popping off. But It did pop off this weekend.
It went crazy this weekend.
Every shop that I saw, like they genuinely had just
Dude,
an insane amount of players for Magic. What was that, Brian?
it was for Lauren Eclipse, and so this is like the first main set like that goes back to the lore of Magic the Gathering with like the Planeswalkers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're also revisiting Lauren for the first time in like 10 plus years or something like that, from what I was told. So like this is like really like nostalgic for like old Magic heads, you know.
Yeah,
Get some of those Magic players back into the game.
Exactly. Yeah, like go back into Standard, go back into you know, like it's not like Commander based type, you know, BS slop, you know.
Well, they do have like the Commander.
Well, yeah,
stuff.
there is Commander format.
Yeah, I was
stuff.
talking to our friend that played one. I can't say his Bandai name on here. You
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
You guys know who I'm talking about though. But I was like, oh, you playing One Piece tonight? He's like, oh no, and I was like, and he told me he's been playing Magic since the 90s. You know what I mean? Like he's been playing. He's been around
before I was born.
He's been around, you know, and he was like, yeah, man, this is I'm probably not going back to One Piece. I've been waiting for something like this for a long time. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, man, they haven't, like you said, it's been 10 years since they whatever this is. I was like, that's interesting. So we have a fake format that goes on Fridays at our shop at Pandas.
Yeah.
We call it fake format. It's like
Fun Piece.
Yeah, Fun Piece. It's like some leaders are banned situation.
it's like-
a made up
yeah.
ban list.
Yeah.
You're
Whatever.
not playing meta essentially.
Yeah. Basically, like Ace, Emu, like all the top decks are banned, and it's a cool way to play other decks. Whatever. Well, I have my daughter's been doing basketball for the past like our locals nights, and she's going to be doing it for like the rest of the month. So Friday I got free, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play fake with some of the boys or whatever. Pick up my illustration boxes from the shop and just hang out and do some One Piece. I got a few hours before I have to go home. And dude, I walked in and the whole store, every seat was taken.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I went up to Panda. I was like, yo, y'all having like a tournament? He's like, oh yeah, it's a draft for the new Magic. And I was like, but y'all do this like a lot and it hasn't been like this. And he was like, "Oh, this is like the shit." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Yeah, we're talking about doing One Piece tonight, but I don't think it's happening." And I went into the back rooms; they're all full.
Yep.
They had
Pandas is not a small shop.
No, dude, they're all full. There was a D&D game going on in the very back room.
Yeah.
The Warhammer room was full of Magic players. The whole floor was full of Magic players. They even had the extra tables out; they were full. And I went in the Discord. I was like, yeah, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to play tonight.
Yeah.
Friday night, I went to Nerd Nest because we started doing One Piece locals at Nerd Nest on Fridays. And literally, I am in Picayune. I'm 2 minutes from the shop. I get a text message from one of the One Piece guys. Hey, there's probably not going to be a One Piece locals tonight. Magic is kind of just overwhelming. And I didn't really believe it. I walk in. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, Sean literally went to Walmart to buy some more tables to accommodate how many Magic players were there. He's
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah, One Piece isn't happening tonight.
I remember having to do that for Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. You remember, like, we had a locals at Fat Cats that was, like, almost 40 people, and we were out of tables, and, like, dudes were like, oh, we'll just play on the floor. I was like, nah.
We were going to play on the floor.
Yeah, I was like, let me go to Walmart real quick and go buy some tables because it got... So I know the feeling. And going in there Friday and seeing that for Magic, that's like good for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. You know.
Also, the cards in this set are beautiful. Like, I don't really play Magic or collect Magic, but I have a friend that like he likes to buy the Commander decks, you know, and stuff. And whenever I go hang out at his place, we play a couple Commander games, like very casually. Like I'm like sitting there reading every single card. I'm like, I have no idea what this card does, so I'm just gonna just play it.
Yeah.
But no, they're beautiful cards. Like, and like it's like fairy-ish. Like it's like very more fantasy-esque, more like than just like the dragons and like the demons and stuff. You know, this is like very like whimsical fairy and like beautiful art. Like the color palettes on these cards are crazy beautiful. It's not just like dark and brooding. It's like greens and blues and purples. You know, like Mardi Gras colors. You know, they're very pretty. I like them a lot.
After years and years of just pandering to get a new players, they're finally going back to their roots and making their existing player base.
Dude, I didn't even know there was that many Magic players still.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It was crazy.
Yeah. Magic is probably.
I mean, it's the #1 card game in the world.
I would,
In US,
I would still give it
yeah.
that title.
But what I will say, like, this is a really good step forward for Magic, but unfortunately, this is gonna, you know, it's like they say, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. The release schedule, from what I saw from Magic, is after this set, it's just nothing but a bunch of like BS slop again.
But is the Office stuff out yet?
Like that stuff, yeah. The TMNT. Like I'm gonna play my Michelangelo eating the pizza, doing this, and it's gonna be like that stuff, and the Office and everything that you said. It's gonna be all that slop like the rest of it until December or something like that.
One thing we know about Magic and Wizards of the Coast is that they very much panhandle the people who are going to spend the money. They're going to look at the data from this set specifically, see how popular it was. I can guarantee you they're going to make more sets like this. Like they will implement something while these other sets are going on to get more money, because that's what Wizards does. Wizards, you could buy directly from Wizards. So yeah, they would definitely pander to the existing players more now that they see that they'll spend the money.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it, and I'm probably never gonna attempt to get into it. But I will say, hearing from the players and stuff like that, good move on Magic
for sure.
They definitely made some money this weekend. What I mean? Like it's just what it looked like, and hopefully the game can continue to thrive. And because we need Magic, man. We
need more popular card games.
I think without Magic, we probably wouldn't be where we are today.
We wouldn't have card shops really, because they were the OG.
They were the OG.
They're OGs.
All right. Well, I think that was a good first little segment. Let's take a little break and listen to some sponsor slop, and we'll get back into it.
All right.
Protect your leader in style with Anchor Good Gaming.
Wait. We have a script.
Yeah, you were sleeping though, bro. I told you this already.
Is he being for real?
Yeah.
Preston, we really have a script?
Yes. Protect your leader. Yes. I literally gave you the whole script. Protect your leader in style with Anchor Good Gaming's leader cases. This is your part now, Alex. You say and soon to be champions.
And soon to be champions.
It's more than that. It's more than that, dude.
And soon you'll be able to do champions too.
Did you forget the script already? Coming soon, champions. What was it? Preston, do you remember? Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's backtrack it then. Sorry to interrupt this episode. Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. Sorry to interrupt this episode.
We're here to talk to you about your leader.
Do that again.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, we want it to be like at the same time? Sorry to interrupt this episode.
We're here to talk about your leader.
Anchor Goods.
Hold on, that sounded terrible.
Sorry to interrupt this episode.
We're here to talk about your leader and soon to be champions.
What did I say after this? Are we just winging this? Was that the plan this whole time?
From our sponsor, Anchor Goods Gaming. Yes, Anchor Goods Gaming. Anchor Goods. Is it Anchor Goods Gaming? And then I'll say something like protect your leader in style with Anchor Goods, what was it? Anchor. Okay, sorry to interrupt this episode.
Can you just get the script and just edit it?
I don't have a script.
Me and Brian here are here to talk to you about your leader, and then
I think this should be the ad, and then you'll just say, dude, there's a link down below for some leader cases. They're nice. Just check them out. That's the affiliate link. Thank you guys.
Peace. Okay.
Anchor Goods. Right now, just say it. Just Anchor Goods.
Anchor Goods. Peace.
All right, we're back. All right, before we get started, with Pop.1 Podcast, we used to be like cards, collectibles, comics, like everything. I do want to talk about one thing that I've really kind of been getting into, and this is just me, a personal thing, and a recommendation to a lot of our audience. Watch Free Run. Free Run is such a good anime. I rewatched the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing the first time around. Because I think One Piece was consuming my soul so much that was the only thing. Like if I would watch a One Piece episode, all my other media consumption would be like theory videos and stuff like that with One Piece. Now I'm reading the manga, and I'm just ready for the flashback to be all the way over, which will happen the next chapter or whatever. But I've been Free Run season 2. Just dropped, and I rewatched season 1, and I will say, man, that it's been a long time that I've watched like an anime that is so subtle and relaxing.
Yeah.
But when the action happens, it happens. and the lore in that universe has got me so interested. Like the world building is like actually pretty decent in that, and I think it's really good.
This is definitely like the Violet Evergarden syndrome, like all over again. Violet Evergarden was like a very also kind of just like a subtle like slice of life kind of do like a slower paced kind of stuff, you know. And in a world full of shonens and all that stuff, you know, like the shonen slop that we get, like I do appreciate slowing it down every now and then. That's why I'm really into Gundam, like the anime for Gundam.
Yeah, because
like there's gonna be a new movie coming out for a Gundam called Hathaway's Flash. Like this is part 2, and it started off as a light novel, so like it's hard to convey in a light novel like like robot action, you know.
Right.
So the entire time it's just political, like, you know, like junction and stuff like that, and I love that. That's why I love Gundam, because it's just all political, all like it's not all about like, you know, giant robot fighting giant robot. It just happens to be the vehicle to explain it.
Well, with this one, and like you said, like the shonen slop, it's like, yeah, we have been really like, it's just like you need die hard, like, you know, main character, weak as get strong, action, kill.
Yeah, and
demons,
there's a lot of gore,
you know?
a lot of gore lately, and like you never saw that back in the day. Like you know, they censor a lot of stuff. You know, like DBZ didn't even have that much gore per se.
See, that's a whole nother conversation. But like, it did in Japan and stuff like that. But like over here, you know, like
censored as
like
hell.
Piccolo's blood, he had red blood in Japan. Over here, I think it was like
purple or some shit.
You know, something like that. You know, they had to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cigarettes and stuff. I mean, they did it with One Piece too. You know, when One Piece
Brooklyn
first came out.
accent,
You know, so the 4Kids stuff. Yeah, you know, so they do it all the time. It's like with Free Run though, it's like, it's not like a fan servicey type of thing. Like if they kill somebody, there's blood and stuff like that, but it's just like, it's very just like a real life
slice of life.
It's fantasy, but it's like what fantasy would be if it was real type of thing. I don't know, like like you say, like a slice of life, and I'm usually not into that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
the only type of, like, outside of shonens, I really do enjoy slice of life.
I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't like, I don't know, and it's like the anime's been getting weird lately, you know, with the titles and stuff. Like I reincarnated with my ex-girlfriend in a dungeon in the backyard of my, you know, like stuff like that. And it's just like, I'm not really into all that stuff. But I will say the animation of this show, the whole dialogue, the voice acting, like
the English dub is crazy.
It's good.
And then the Japanese dub is also nuts.
I watched, when I first watched the first run around, I did watch it in Japanese. I watched the second run around in the dub, and like, bro, it is.
They picked great voice actors for both dubs, and like I also am like torn between either or, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be like buying a whole bunch of Free Run T-shirts or figures and everything.
Dude,
and throwing
Free
them
Run Union Arena.
I will buy the cards.
I'll buy the cards.
Not even gonna lie, dude. Honestly, Weiss Schwartz, did they already do it yet?
I have to look into it.
It's gonna come. If they haven't done it yet, it's coming. So you guys check it out. If you haven't looked into that. I know One Piece is on a break until April. It is a good show to pick up. Season 2 just started. This is not a sponsored video by any means. It's just something that I really enjoy, man. Yeah. And I think you guys will too. All right, let's get back into trading cards, man.
Yes, with a very big topic.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, I hate to hear it.
He's back. We talked about him. Was it last episode?
Yeah, with the illustration.
It was so annoying. It's like you predicted it. You're like, man, imagine if Logan Paul got in, what happened like a few days later. We even had a comment say, would it be bad if Logan Paul got into the game?
And that person came back and doubled up and said, I told y'all. And so he posted a video of 3 One Piece cases.
Which
what set was it?
14 or 13.
He had OP, a mixture of like OP13, OP14. I think he had a PR extra booster too case as well. And the day after that dropped, did y'all see the lines out the door for
1,000 plus?
Every single Bandai store. Now, mind you, I got friends. I got a group chat that have been we've had this group chat since like the old Call of Duty days, man. Like it's literally like a 10-year-old group chat.
It's like the boys that made out Mississippi and you.
Yeah, right. And so they were like, hey dude, I'm seeing this stuff everywhere. What do I do? You know, and I'm like, if you like One Piece and you want to get in the cards, you guys all live in big metropolitan cities, go to your Bandai shop. You have one. And every single one and we saw the videos. Every Bandai store that is in America was wrapped around the
miles.
Building. It
Or
kind
a mile or
of looked
more.
like how One Piece looked back in the original Bandai Fest days and stuff like that. How it's just, and now, you know, Bandai Line Fest, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it's looking. And it looked just like that. We, you know, it's kind of weird, man. After Line Fest, we kind of thought One Piece was kind of going down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of players were pissed. They're like, dude, what are you doing to my game? Now it seems like it's just going to be worse.
I'm not even going to lie to you. That is ultimately the reason I'm not going to Vegas. I don't have my invite. I don't feel like competing in the LCQ just to lose and do nothing. Like that is what's going to happen. And you guys already have your invite, so that's why you guys are going out there. You're going to do a little bit of work and get some content and stuff. But like,
it won't be like last
it's
time,
going to
but
be
yeah.
so hectic that I don't even think I can, you know, schedule interviews or do anything like that. So why load up all of our equipment, you know, pay for a nice area for us to record in, do all this just for it to be the same thing? Because One Piece is 10 times worse than what it was when we were at Bandai Fest. And it's one of those things that I'm just, I don't want the headache.
The general mission line is going to be absolutely nuts.
Insane. And I do have my LCQ, you know, thing, and we do
Just
have a
refund
few
it.
times, and who knows? Well, you know, who knows? Like, you know,
Here's the thing: you compare the card show to Bandai Fest. It's pretty much the equivalent. You can sell out and make a lot of money. At
you
Bandai
can
Fest.
do that, but
you
the
can't
thing
make
is,
as much though, because
the reason I go to these Bandai Fest though is because I like collecting the premium stuff. You know what I mean? I don't sell those. Every premium thing that I've gotten, I still have, dude, because it's those are mementos of the trips that we've taken as a family.
When
you know
I
what
went to the last Bandai Fest, I was told by y'all, oh yeah, we went to the last Bandai Fest. We got PRB1, we got OP01, like insane sets.
Yeah,
I'm
but that
gonna
was-
find the video. I'm gonna post it right now. It's gonna be somewhere right here of me, Brian, Ty, Josh, and Devin freely opening OP05, OP01, OP2,
EB01.
Yeah.
It
was so easy to get this stuff, and that was the experience of Bandai Fest
And that was
to
just
go
a
out
few
there.
months before the last Bandai Fest, right? That was
that was a year ago. That was
That was last year.
Yeah.
Well,
or 24.
2024. Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, it was so easy to get this stuff that we thought, oh, dude, this is going to be nice. And
yeah, y'all were painting me this pretty picture. Yeah, you know, you're gonna buy this seal product. You're gonna make a lot of money.
I feel bad for that. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
they also limited. Remember, because in 2024 they were like up to 2 items
Yeah.
per person, and then for this one they were like only 1.
Yeah.
and like that was ridiculous.
But at least with
It
that,
didn't matter,
at least if with the first one, we were able to like get in the line.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with this one, I mean, there's videos that were all over the place of like just
that's true.
crowds. And then they come out with the big QR code poster saying,
Oh, yeah.
this is the new line. Like, you know, and it,
Yeah, and then we had the picture that went viral where everyone's just like phone in the air.
yeah.
scanning
And then the
QR
judges
code.
getting arrested
yeah
and
because
stuff.
they
or-
leaked the other QR code
Dude,
for a
it-
couple hundred.
I'm not dealing with it. And also Vegas is like adult Disney World, dude. You're gonna spend so much money to even breathe out there. Like I'm
And
good.
Vegas
But
is also easier to get. So like you got all the Cali Poke Bros and
Yeah.
perfect the Vegas Poke
Well,
Bros.
look.
They can drive there.
Yeah.
Vegas is on Valentine's Day. Let's just hope the scalpers are married and their wives are like,
I'm sorry.
Don't come.
If my partner said, if they said that I am going to this place where I can make $10,000 plus dollars on Valentine's
They're
Day,
gonna go together.
yeah,
we're going.
I mean,
together.
me and Lucy were gonna go together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just like I cannot justify. I'm seeing what's going on. I hope it's a good time for you guys. I hope they fix it.
appreciate it.
But honestly, I don't think Play is gonna have the balls to fix it. Like I just don't. I think
From what I heard,
Mhm.
I heard that they're gonna be a little bit better on it. They're gonna be trying a little bit better on it.
Let's see
remember-
what that little
I
bit
know.
looks like.
Let's see if they
For
have-
example, no,
Let's see if they have more than one Bandai shop.
well, for example,
Right.
like I heard, so like I was talking to some guys from Dallas that are already got their judge, like they are like invited to judge for Nats, and they were telling me like, you know, like they were telling me what Play has already planned, which was like they're gonna do a player shop for Friday while players are in the LCQ, so that way like, you know, players that are in the main event can go shop on Friday,
Well,
which was a mistake they didn't do last time. Me and Brian Ty were just staying outside waiting for you guys and just
Yeah.
doing
Well,
nothing.
I think that's cool, but also I think that something like that should also be open to the LCQ players as well. I don't know, man. Look,
yeah,
bro,
we'll see.
you know, my whole thing, this is how you fix it. You set up 5 different booths. 5. That's all
Fully
you need.
stocked, fully
stocked all day. When everything runs out, it runs out. You need to have, it needs to go off of your Bandai ID. Once you go up there to buy stuff, you scan your barcode like
Yes.
we do at locals. Once your barcode's scanned, you can't buy nothing else.
Yeah.
That's your shop. That is your time. Now, do it like they did at the end of Bandai Fest, where they gave us the ticket saying 1:30, 3:30, you know what I mean? This is when you can get in line. I think if they would have done that in the beginning, everything would have went smooth.
I mean, they could have just done that with your Bandai app. You were randomly selected for this time slot. Boom,
Yeah.
and then go scan your
Well,
barcode.
then the Bandai app would blow up and
Yeah.
everything, you know what I mean? So
their server-
the
yeah.
actual tickets with one of the 5 shops. So say you get a ticket, they were all random, you know, because I
Yeah.
remember when they started giving them out, I got a 3:31, the dude after me got a 12 o'clock one, and then the dude after him got a 5 o'clock one. They were all random. So random time, random shop number or letter, you know, shop A, shop B, shop, you know, whatever. They all have the same stuff. And this is where you go. Spread them out throughout the whole convention center. Don't have it in one spot because you're going to have people. Dude, I almost saw like legit fights at Bandai Fest. Like we were at a Walmart. Like, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't even mind it if they split up some of the games. Like, let's like, you know, put like,
No.
like, let's put like some One Piece and then like some.
It sounds good. It wouldn't work.
Well, no, what they should do is they should have 2 different Bandai Fests where you do half the games in one and half the other. Because you have Gundam, which is a huge IP, and you have One Piece, which is a huge IP. When you combine those two,
but
you're
there's
just overwhelming it.
it's still not enough. It's just still not enough people.
I do think that One Piece is big enough that we don't need to have the other card games.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And it sucks for the other card players because this is Bandai Card Fest. Don't put nationals at Bandai Card Fest. Like, you know what I mean? Make it a regional. Make it something smaller like the other ones. Do not put nationals with Bandai Card Fest. Put nationals with One Piece Day. Instead of giving us 3 regionals, why don't we do nationals One Piece Day and you can run 10 regionals during Bandai Fest? Who cares? Don't put nationals with Bandai Fest. It is destroying the convention. And please, for the love of God, put more statues out. Put more things I can take pictures in front of. Make it worth my time to be out there. When I went out there and lost LCQ, I did nothing for the rest of the weekend. And I hung around there because I thought maybe there was something I'll be able to do later. No, not at all.
Weak scavenger hunt too. And
I'm
all
not.
that other stuff.
3 events I've been to. The first one was phenomenal. Go to One Piece Day, garbage. Go to Bandai Fest in Dallas this last
Hot
one,
garbage.
I'm not doing it again. And I think a lot of people that are in my shoes have the same mindset, saying that, okay, I am a player, but I'm not in Nats. I can get an LCQ. I am a collector, but there's not going to be any way I'm going to be able to get anything. Why am I going to fly out there, get an Airbnb? My accommodations out there are going to be super expensive. I'm a gambler. I'm going to be in the casinos. I'm going to be doing stuff like this. My wife will be with me. She's a shopper. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. I'm literally in my head thinking about this Vegas trip, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to spend like $5,000 to $7,000 out here to come back here and just bitch about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I can't do that.
No.
And that was why my
Honestly, God,
ultimately my decision
If
was
I didn't
to
have
not
my
go.
invite, I probably wouldn't go.
Exactly, man. And I'm glad that y'all have y'all's invites, and I'm glad that it's time, you know, to really do it, because I do think that if you guys were to top or like do really good in the tournament, it would definitely be more content for us ultimately, deck profiles, stuff like that. How'd you play, blah, blah, blah. And it would just look good on your resume as a competitive player.
Yeah. You know, if you're watching this, let us know in the comments what type of content y'all like to see. If you want to see deck profiles, gameplay videos.
Yeah,
it's hard to do deck profiles in One Piece because like
it is.
it's like 50 like
almost
40
like 80,
of the 40 of the same cards and up to 10 slots of different cards.
Well, maybe we could do like the shorts that we used to do.
Yeah.
Mihawk profile in under 60 seconds. Let's go.
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Like,
we can
that
do
was
some
cool.
stuff like that. But over the weekend, we did get some data for the OP14 as our locals. What did we have? We had a good locals last night.
we had a lot.
You weren't there Thursday, but we had a big locals at BGP as well, and I won that one. That one was really cool.
Oh,
Bunch of new
congrats.
players.
Thank you. Yeah, a bunch of new players came, and but I played against the gauntlet. I played against all the better players. Like I played against round 1 Stein, ace mirror match. Round 2 I played against I forgot, but oh my gosh, Cody.
Oh yeah,
He was testing Boa. and I won somehow. Round 3, I played against John and on Green Mihawk, and then round 4, I played against Tyler from Mobile on Green Mihawk, and
he's good,
and I got all of them, and I think it was just me playing Ace for a whole format before. Some of them playing some new decks for the first time that night, or like just with very little testing, and there was just knowledge difference.
I will say after last night, Ace and Emu are probably still best deck. And especially with us, and honestly, Emu got a little support. Did Ace even get any new cards?
No, Ace just adjusted their decks, but like I won BGP on Thursday, and then last night I went X1. I'm sorry, X3. I only won one game. And I was like, oh man, I was like, I'm not mad about it. I did win one tournament already for the week. I was like, I'm not trying to win like all of them.
We're still like pre-data, right now. Until we get some official like regional data and stuff like that, we really won't know like the quote-unquote meta. But I will say that I sleeved up Boa. Me and you did a couple test games. You were playing Croc. I like the deck. I just it's bricky. It's very bricky, man. And my hands were kind of god awful. You got the first round. You took second.
And then we ran
which
it back.
I think ran my curve. Like it slowed me down a little bit.
And then we ran it back, and you went second.
And then I ended up getting it. So I don't know yet. I haven't played against Mihawk yet. Before local started though, I said, look, I'm not ready to play Boa. I'm just gonna bring Emu out. My round 1 was the new structure deck Luffy. I think if you're playing Emu and you're going against that deck, just starve them out and play the Mars to pop anything that they put on board, pretty much. Because they do play a lot of like 5 and lowers. Pop those and then just do your thing and you'll be fine. I played against Ace after that, and my opponent was playing Taxbeard, which kind of threw me off, and I was like, okay, but I got over it. And then, but me focusing on that Taxbeard the whole time, I just didn't think about Roger at all. And he Rogered me. So and I was off by 1K. I countered all the swings and everything, just off by 1K for his leader swing, which is a 6K leader, whatever. And then I lost that. And then round 3 played against Purple Dofi and just didn't really know what the deck did. So I think that's why I lost. I need to just do more testing, but I think that deck is kind of cracked into Emu.
That deck is pretty good in general. It just lives and dies by its searchers.
It's just like anything on the board can basically be a blocker. And I'm just like, oh, and then they have KO effects and whatever, so it's pretty good. And then I dropped after that X2 drop, you know what I mean? But
I played it out because I just was already there, and I was like, feel like playing for fun.
No, that's fair. I just did a whole day of trading cards yesterday, with the card show and locals and stuff that I was just like, I'm kind of out of it.
I'm kind of driving really far now to come to locals, but I just got the Mihawk deck. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm pretty convinced now I'm taking Mihawk to Nats. It's just the difference between if I'm playing Supernova or the Carrot build. I started off with the Carrot build, but I'm thinking I'm gonna try the Supernovas.
I will go ahead and say it, Mihawk pseudo fraud. It's really good.
The thing with Mihawk is it doesn't auto lose to any deck in the format.
Okay.
Go ahead, name it. What's it auto lose against?
It'll lose to me.
Okay, get out of here.
It'll lose to Brian, huh?
We'll money match.
I'll eat it.
We'll money match after film.
I'll eat it.
But Mihawk at the same time has kind of a similar issue. Like if Mihawk sees his curve, if you see the Tashigi, the Shanks, the Mihawk, and the Beppo, you win every game. And if you're one down, you see Perona, Kikunojo, or the stage card, that's perfect curve. Okay. But you need to see Perona to be able to find your slash, and maybe that's why the Supernova is better. And if you don't see the Shank specifically, at least in the Carrot build, you're losing a lot of matches. Well,
with all these leaders, man, we are now in a format where all these leaders are very board building leaders. Like, you know what I mean? Pretty much every leader just like board, build big board very quickly.
And that's what Mihawk is so good at.
Yeah, I think look, man, I think that this is a breath of fresh air, coming from the OP13 format.
I hated that format.
We had a lot of players that were just like, this is actually like fun. Yeah. Like I'm having fun.
I'm not gonna lie, I do miss OP13.
I missed it, man.
I know I got flack for it in the comments. OP13 was fun because I get to focus on one deck, master that deck, and then just be able to just put that practice.
Well, there's just two types of players, man. There's players that enjoy tier 0 format. I don't like tier 0 formats. You know what I mean? But the triangle meta, I didn't mind it. And now we're not in a jungle format. We're just more in
It's not jungle. No,
No,
a jungle format is when every deck is viable.
Yeah,
that's fair.
we're not in
but
jungle
it's an
format.
open format.
It's more open.
Yeah,
I would say it's
very
more
good
open.
open format. There's about 6 decks that are like really good.
Yeah.
Mihawk, Boa, Emu, Ace, Up, probably Dofi, huh?
Dofi, Black Croc.
I gotta still watch Dofi because Dofi's just kind of too gimmicky, and then once you figure it out, I feel like it's not gonna be like as crazy. I think people are sleeping on Croc and they're sleeping on Gecko Morio right now.
Crocodile
is weird.
Crocodile is crazy. I personally have been playing it a little bit. That deck is bananas. It has its own value Moria play, which is just crazy, and then just the 8-cost Croc is just in by itself just crazy, and the infinite draws it can give you. It's just so good.
The mechanics of the new Croc is actually crazy. You played it against me whenever we were playing, and I was just like, damn, that's nuts.
Yeah,
like, it's just good. And with Boa too, Boa has a lot of good triggers. Pretty much every body comes out, and then you get to draw a card whenever one of them comes out, and then
if you KO one of them by card effect or battle while your leader has a Dawn, you get to just burn a life. And then there's basically a Lin in the deck with the new 9 SR Boa that we talk about all the time. It's actually a really good card. And speaking of, shout out to we talked about last week with me trying to trade the deck for the SP Boa.
Yeah,
and
as a filming,
he won. The Boa did go up. It is like now over $1,000, and I think he did a good choice by not trading me.
Well, so what's funny is that
deck.
guy came up and talked to me when we were at Locals on Wednesday. He's like, "Yeah, I didn't realize people don't sell at pre-sale," and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. Yes, people don't buy at pre-sale. There's 2 ways this is going to play out for you. You're either going to lose heavy because you could have got a whole ulted out Boa deck. Not fully ulted, but like a lot of ulted.
Yeah.
And you could have potentially made out like a bandit at the time. Or there's a chance that card goes way up in value and you come out on top. There's a chance for that too. So whatever decision you make, just stick by
And we
it.
had some mixed comments. We had people saying, "Oh, I would have took that all day," and then we had people saying, "I was like lowballing them and like scamming them."
I don't think lowballing. You definitely weren't lowballing him
for pre-sale based on knowledge of us doing this. Since you got to think we're 10 sets plus extra boosters and stuff. I've been doing this for a good minute now. It's like I usually know w's going to happen.
But what's happening right now, we don't know.
It's Boa, Boa stocks, man. That's what it is. They love
tax.
Yeah, people love Boa, and she has a nice SP, and it's going to hold a very nice premium.
And this is a playable SP too, unlike the other ones.
Yeah.
And people love to play them SPs.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
So, if you need a play set of SP Boa right now, it'll be $4,000. What is going on?
And that's not including the alt leader.
It's not even a manga. It's not a manga.
Yeah.
SPs used to be like 120, and we would be like, I'm not paying that. What are you talking about?
Look, imagine in like PRB 3 or something like that, they make that Boa the manga for it. It'll be funny.
She did get a manga already.
She
right?
did.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
We're talking about like players and player etiquette. There was an experience that came up the other day that I kind of want to talk about. I know a guy who went to a pre-release, and we were saying in the last segment that pre-release promos or promos in general are going for a lot of money. So we're talking hundreds of dollars. If you win, you get the girl promo, and that's going for how much right now?
It's probably about $100.
It's like 90, yeah, 90 to 100.
Yeah, but it's not like a little bit of money. It's like real money. So anyways, this guy, he's in his last round. He's undefeated. If he wins this, he wins. He gets the girl promo, and his opponent makes a misplay. And this guy I know was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, we're playing for real prize, and I can't let you take that back." He's like, "Come on, man, are you being serious?" And then he got the judge, which is the store owner.
Mm-hmm.
The store owner came in and he said verbatim, he said, "In the spirit of the game, everyone gets one." That's what he said. Everyone gets one. And this isn't like a normal locals. This is a actual pre-release for a $100 prize card, right?
Yeah.
And my friend, he's upset, and this guy gets to take it back and wins the game because of it. And my friend gets booted to third because you know how it is. You win your first 3, you lose the last one. Somehow you always get third. And he didn't get a promo card, and he lost out on the prize card. And he was very, very upset about it because the guy did misplay, and he was allowed to take it back by the judge.
Which is crazy, which is against the rules. You can't take things back if you didn't play them. We're used to simulator. We usually follow simulator rules. You know what I mean? Like if the sim doesn't let you do it, then you can't do it. Now there has been times where the sim was like kind of buggy or whatever on certain cards, but there's no shot that I'm letting anybody, especially if I'm in the finals and a prize card's on the line. There's no shot, dude.
Yeah.
This isn't the play. If you go to play in a tournament, it's not the place to learn. And that's a huge Yu-Gi-Oh rule. You know what I mean? Don't come play a Yu-Gi-Oh regionals if you don't know your deck. Because
the difference is like that between the locals. Like, for example, last night I'm playing against a guy in the mirror, and it's the mirror, so he should know better. But I have my Shanks rested, and he's attacking my 2K Perona with his 2K Perona, and I'm like, I'm not going to be a jerk, but your Perona is 1,000. You need to attach it down if you want to try to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're right. And thankfully, he was like, no, I'm not going to take it back. I need to learn the hard way, right?
Yeah.
But that's how I am in locals. But if there's, and I told him verbatim in a regional, I would have been like, nothing happens.
Yeah.
I'm upset about this because I'm the type of guy who always let anybody, I don't care what tournament it is, I will let you take it back every single time. This is like, as who I am as a person, because like, honest mistakes are honest mistakes, but everyone gets one. In the spirit that Judge and spirit of the game that he was saying, like, how everyone's gets one, I give everyone one chance.
And then though?
Yeah, I would do it. I would do it. Like, like maybe not a regional, like depends.
Exactly.
Like, maybe not a regional, but like locals, pre-releases, whatever.
Locals, absolutely.
Especially a pre-release, because like we're all reading the cards.
Yeah.
Like I don't care, man. We can read the cards all day long. But I personally don't. Which is what irks me, is that like I get named a lot of things that are locals. Everyone's like, oh, Brian's a hard ass. Brian's like really mean. Brian does this and the other. I'm like, I've given people my last dollar.
Yeah.
To for out of my own pocket. I've let people take back moves all the time. Now I'm like, you get one, and then I ask politely, like, all right, if you misplay again, I will have to just ask you just to honor it.
Well, we had a proxy situation.
Oh
last
I was
night.
sitting next to him. I was
and
like, you know better, dude.
And I don't want to like call him out or make him feel like weird or anything like that. Like, he's a really good dude. He's a good friend of mine too. And it's just like, let tonight be your night. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to play the new decks. We know what's going on with the scalping stuff. It's hard to get stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, I was running around town looking for that last card. Shout out to Bonk Out, dude. He was like, hey, I got one. If you come to my job, I'll just give it to you. And I was like, oh, dude, let's go. Yeah. So, and I needed it for that night. I didn't end up playing the deck, but I was able to get my playset before the end of the night.
It's so funny. You hit me up. You're like, dude, if you want to take this and match, you can. I'm like, no, I'm probably taking Mihawk.
Yeah, I just don't know much about it, but it is what it is. But with that being said, man, it's just a crazy world out here. Shout out to One Piece, man. I hope it gets better. I really do. And maybe Vegas will show you guys a good time.
Yeah.
But I'll be at home in the sidelines, just waiting. Who knows? I might just do like a some sort of video for that weekend or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out to get some content out. That week will probably be
one of our break weeks.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I might get some like gameplay at locals or something like that, just to put something out.
Yeah.
And then who knows? I might sit and do some interviews with somebody, and you guys are going to be out there, kind of doing our interviews that we usually do with different players from all around. Probably going to be signing some autographs or something like that.
No.
I hope we have time though, because
it was like that at the card show. That like people were coming up to us at this card show, and they were just like, "Yo, what's up, man? Seeing you guys on TikTok, Facebook, all this stuff." I'm like, dude, even at something like this, man, people are,
even at something like
yeah,
this.
dude was like, "Hey, man, I was telling him about the podcast or whatever." He was like, "Yeah, man, here's my phone. Follow y'all's Instagram or whatever." I was like, "Oh, you already follow us," so that was pretty cool too. So
the goal for Nats, quite frankly, is to be so busy with winning that we have no time for content.
Yeah, but you got to get it.
We'll try. We'll do it at the airport.
No, the goal for Nats is to interview the winner, which would be one of us.
The goal for Nats,
preferably me.
Yeah.
Preferably me.
If it's you, that's fine, as long as it's you and me in the finals. That's the goal for Nats.
No. I'm knocking you out top 32.
You'll knock me out top 2.
Top 32.
That'd be so cool. All right, guys, if you're new here, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Our hype button is gone. We don't have a hype button. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Like and comment. That's what we really need.
Please like and comment,
share.
Yeah, dude, this last video was the most growth in a podcast that we've had since we started this.
Yeah,
and it blew my mind. It blew
nice.
all of our minds.
It's nice seeing the numbers go up. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure, man. It means that people are listening. They like what we're putting out. We get very encouraging comments every week that they like what we're doing. So we're just gonna keep doing it. So if you guys are new here, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. You know, show us that you love us, man. That's really what it is. So we can keep doing this. I love doing this. And yeah, man. So you can go down below, check out our links for our sponsors. One of them is Dueling Guard, your one-stop shop for your TCG accessories. They dropped. I saw some teasers the other day. And speaking of free run.
Here we go.
So yeah, dude, that's pretty cool. And you know, you can go click the link, get 15% off deck boxes, anime art cards, play mats, you know, all that good stuff that you need to play.
Yeah. And check out our other sponsor, Anchor Goods, leader cases by players for players. We got some new leaders coming out pretty soon. Definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, I saw a Dofi one.
Dude, Dofi's my favorite.
That was like a prototype, I think, but like I think that was also like a commission that someone asked for.
I need a free run one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Kevin to make me free.
He's about to make John like a special one. I want to say with his name on it.
He made one with for Q, and it
Roger.
was Goldie Roger.
Yeah. I told Kevin if he's making these like special commission ones, he has to do the 1/1 to make it a 1/1 and like, you know, tear up the stencil and throw it away.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Is he doing it on the website?
No. This is just for like our locals and stuff like that.
Also it's just practice too.
But we will be I'm gonna talk to him. I think we're gonna try to do a Pop.1 leader case. We'll probably just do like 50 of them, and we'll do like a first come first serve.
Yeah.
We'll save 5 of them to give away, and they'll probably be numbered. So I think that's cool. A good thing for Anchor Goods, good thing for Pop.1 Podcast, good thing for Dueling Guard. You know, we're all just a triangle meta, right? But you guys got any you got any motivation before we get out of here?
Ryan, you go first.
It is what it is, you know, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like don't scalp. Like, you know, is influencers will always influence you. I'm the most easily influenceable guy.
Yeah.
Influence will always influence you. Do what you want to do. Just don't be a scalper. Like, that's probably my number one thing. Just go away from my card game. I love it.
It
I
was
love this
so
game.
funny talking about it is what it is. You know, like I said, me and Brian are super like locked in on our PC. And when he sold that set, I looked at him. I was like, "Oh man, you selling the slabs?" And he looked at me. He said, "These cards." Man.
I did. I was like, dude, like the guy.
He was like the last person I would expect to say that, because like he's always like on me about selling my stuff, and I'm like, "All right, dude." I'm like,
I will say this: if you're not a degenerate gambler like these two guys over here, just buy singles. TCG player, Facebook groups, compare prices to TCG player, and just buy singles. Even if some of these card single prices are going up, it's still way cheaper than buying even one box of cards to build an entire deck some of these times. So don't get discouraged. Don't quit the game. Buy the singles, build your favorite deck, and keep playing, because eventually things are going to level out. Because all these other card games, even Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is getting these special arts. Scalpers are going to start.
It ain't going to do nothing. No.
They might. Magic, like scalpers see these things with all these different games. There's only so many scalpers in the world. I promise you, things are going to level out.
My motivation would be don't have FOMO. Okay, you got a lot of people, and I saw it over the weekend, that are just buying one piece because they're just buying one piece. They don't know what they're buying. They don't know anything. Do some research. If you have an interest in something, please do research.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've been saying that since the beginning, since even the holiday stuff and everything. Do a little bit of research. There's tons of YouTube videos out there that you can go click, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about the card game. Just don't, there's going to be people scamming with this stuff.
Yep.
And there's a lot of fake cards that are already out there. This was before all this scalping stuff. We've seen fake mangas for the longest, and people know how to recreate them. There's things that you need to look for with One Piece cards. So buying singles, you got to know that you're getting authentic products. If you're buying a manga, you got to know what you're looking at with these mangas. Texture. There's stamps on these cards that a lot of people don't know that are on there. If that stamp's gone, it's gone. Certain fonts on the sides for the artists and everything, like they're making these cards and the fonts off and stuff like that. So now we're getting in a situation with fake stuff. Don't have FOMO. Do a little bit of research. You're gonna be able to get some One Piece cards. Trust me. You just got to do some research. You got to stay locked in with your local community and play the game. Play the game. It's so much easier to get this stuff if you just play the game. I'm not saying go play it to scalp, but if you really do like One Piece card game, there's a reason it's so big, and it's because the game is so good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go try it.
Go try it.
Go download the
fun.
simulator. I might even put the simulator link in our Discord or in our description.
There's also an app where you can learn to play.
Yeah, there's all types of stuff for One Piece. One Piece is going to have the craziest year I think it's ever had this year, and we're still in January. You guys have fun, be safe, and play more card games.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.